Hey, Scruffy. So, I am in the middle of our dinner zone. So I'm not early, but I'm not late. So, cool down today, huh? Really nice day, huh? So I have, let's see, meaty pate with real chicken and tuna, kibble, and bonus of chicken skin. So yeah, it's the last of the chicken skin. So since I'm not early tonight, I thought I'd give you the chicken skin. Since I was actually worried I might be late tonight. So I'm gonna get the glove on. It's hard to do it from over here. Okay. Bump chair. So yeah, it finally got cooler. It's actually still warm, but yeah, compared to what it's been like, yeah, this is really nice weather. So I just came from a bike ride. I was debating on whether it's going to do it after I feed Scruffy or before I feed Scruffy. So by the time I got free, it was kind of like right in that zone where I wasn't sure. So if I left immediately, I'd be back in time for dinner. But Ashley needed to do a few things before hitting the road. So one of which is I needed to take out the trash. And then I felt if I was going to hit the road, I should probably prepare dinner first. So when I get back, I can just come right out here and feed Scruffy. Since I'll probably be a little late. So after I me out, I think. Yeah, so my alternative was to just go after I feed Scruffy, which is actually really tempting because the weather would even be nicer. It just scratched me there. I don't think it was a mean scratch, he was just hugging the glove, but you have to feel the claw dive into the glove there. That probably would have hurt without the glove. So yeah, anyway, my alternative was to go after I feed Scruffy, but yeah, I kind of wanted to get the ride over with, and part of me wanted the nicer weather, but part of me also didn't want to ride back when it was dark. And then I didn't want to eat so late. And yeah, I got up. I should have got up kind of on the early side today, but yeah, I went to sleep kind of a little bit late last night, so I didn't get as much sleep as I probably needed. Yeah, my knee was hurting last night too when I was trying to sleep. It felt like it was, and not hurting, that's an overstatement. It was more like it was sore, or it was overused, or kind of cramped. I don't know. It was kind of a weird sensation. So yeah, I went for a run late last night, and yeah, it was the interval run, and yeah, the weather was pretty nice since I went so late, and since it was a short run, it didn't get me as exhausted as my long runs. Although, yeah, it was a pretty good short run or interval run. It was, so it's one of the better ones I've had, probably, yeah, since my injury. So yeah, I think it was a little faster. More importantly, I think it was really getting the heart rate up. So I felt like yes, pushing my body a little harder than I have been my prior runs, which is good. So I think my feet or legs or fatigue or whatever has been slowing me down a little bit. So last night, yeah, it was mostly just lung capacity. That was heart rate. Those are the things that were bottlenecking me, I think, which is good. Scruffy lifted his legs up for that one. Yeah, so maybe my knee was sore because of the run, I don't know. But yeah, it's okay this morning, so yeah, not having any problems with it. So yeah, I didn't have any problems with the bike ride. So I felt like I needed to push the bike ride a little further, or a little harder today too. So I decided, I was bored, I didn't want to do the same route I've been, ooh, took a swipe at me. Why'd you take a swipe at me? So Scruffy missed, so that was a good thing. But yeah, I'm a little nervous that he swiped at me. So I'll do a timeout, but I'll do a shorter one. Okay. So let's finish this up. I wanted to give you your food. So anyway, yeah, I was bored with my bicycle routes, and I felt like I needed to shake it up a little bit, and felt like I needed to also start pushing myself a little bit harder. So actually, the last couple of runs, I've actually increased the route a little bit. So I've done a little bit more. So I've been doing a little more backtracking, which requires me to kind of bike up hill both ways, or so I go up a hill and then come down a hill and then I bike back up the hill from the other direction. So that's what I've been doing the past couple times, but I was kind of bored of that. So there's a hill that I used to go up a little more often That's the exposed mountainside one. That one's much steeper and has a lot of different forking paths. I wasn't gonna, yeah, it has some really hard ones. I'm not doing the really hard ones today or anytime soon, but I wanted to do the easiest one. And it's a long route, so this one actually just I go up a little bit and then turn around. I wasn't going to go the whole, or even a fraction of the thing. Okay, I'm going to feed Scruffy. Scruffy's kind of dodging me. There's a piece of fur that's dangling there, so we can get it off. But yeah, it keeps turning, so I'm going to skip it for now. So I didn't see Scruffy this morning. When I came out to bring out his water, he was sleeping kind of in the aisle between the big table and there's like another shelf or little table. And there's a blue blanket on it, which it drapes down and is on the deck. He's sleeping on top of it. So yeah, I didn't know he hangs out there. So I can't see him from the kitchen window because the table would block the view, and it's also really close to the window, so it's hard to look down that sharply. So anyway, he just kind of held his ground there. I figured he wasn't gonna come over if I was hovering over the bowl, so I think I took some steps back towards the door. Figured I didn't need to go all the way inside since it's kind of far away from me. And yeah, sure enough, he came to the water. And I think, yeah, that's all I saw of Scruffy today. Just noticed there are more ants in the water bowl right now. I wonder if I should spray some Raid on the deck. So anyway, yeah, my bike ride, I went up the exposed mountainside just part way, and I haven't done it. It's probably been 7 or 8 months. Because I think I've been out of commission for at least 6 months. I was still trying to do some bike rides initially, I think, in that 6 months before I stopped completely. But I knew I was injured, so I was trying to take it easy. But as my injury got worse, that's when I decided to stop completely. But I had not, gone up that tough section when I noticed I was injured. Because it's a pretty tough climb. So I went on the easiest part of the tough climb, but I figured I was going to struggle with it today. And sure enough, I struggled. But I made it, at least for the part that I wanted to go up. I actually think I did a little better than I expected. I thought it'd be a lot worse. But yeah, I'm still a little nervous about re-injuring my leg, so I didn't want to press too hard. So I'll probably give it a few more days before I try that again, just to make sure my leg is doing okay. But yeah, the exposed mountainside gets a lot of sun, so yeah, the sun was directly on me. Fortunately, it's not as hot today, so it wasn't so bad. And I did go kind of late in the afternoon, so I'm not hitting the full sun intensity. But this would have been an argument to go after I beat Scruffy, because the sun would have been much, much lower in the sky. Actually, it might have been behind the mountain. Let's see. Oh, yesterday on my run, I saw a black cat. It was kind of an off-color black cat, so it wasn't perfectly black. It was sort of like a gray black. So it wasn't smoky black or something. It wasn't really gray, but it wasn't pitch black like Boots is. And it had a kind of a white mouth and tucks. And I was actually able to get much closer to this one than I have in the past. I've been wondering. So I don't know if I've seen this one before. I don't completely recognize it, but the white tux and the black coat made me think of the twins. But I know at least one of the twins is much more black, but it has a similar tuxedo. But I haven't seen the other twin, I think, in a very long time. And I was in a different section. I was near actually the entrance. I don't think I've seen the other twin near the entrance, but the last time I saw him, he was much closer to the entrance than the other twin likes to hang out, as far as I can tell. So anyway, he was hanging out near the entrance of the park, and then I looped around, and I do kind of like a half loop when I do my for my second lap when I do the intervals. So when I came back around, I was leaving the park, and the cat was actually leaving at the same time I was. And I got much closer to the cat than I usually do, just because of just coincidence, I guess. So it could be that, because I've never been this close to it, maybe the other twin is actually kind of this off gray, and I just never noticed. The cat looked a little bigger too, but because maybe the cat was real young when I saw him last time, maybe he's grown a little bit, and that could also, maybe his color maybe also shifted. So maybe it was the twin, I'm not sure. So he was kind of keeping his distance from me. Wasn't like a friendly cat. Fortunately, since I was running, I didn't bring my camera. I don't like big things jostling around in my pocket when I run. And then on top of that, the pockets in my running shorts are kind of loose, and so I'd actually worry about it falling out of my pocket. And let's see, oh, there's some crows on the roof again. Very annoying. They actually haven't been around as much as I thought they'd be. So at one point they were really bad, and I actually bought Scarecrow. It's actually a fake crow, and I read somewhere that if you hang a crow upside down, it terrifies other crows because it makes them think something bad happened to the crow, I guess, and they'll avoid the area. So I was thinking I would hang this crow somewhere on my roof, upside down, maybe like near the chimney or something. But yeah, I never got around to it because I don't actually have a good ladder. I'm actually, I have ceramic tiles on the roof, and I'm actually worried about breaking them if I go up there. I may have to be careful and remove the balls from Scruffy. Just one piece of chicken skin left and some pate. So since the crows weren't coming back, so there was a period where it looked like there was a big migration of crows, and they're kind of all over the place, and then they disappeared, and they didn't come back en masse, I think, when I expected them to. So I haven't been very motivated to hang the Scarecrow. But yeah, the crows were being a nuisance today when I got back from my bike ride. So I started thinking about it again. Let's see, at the park I saw a dead squirrel on the side of a road. The vehicle road. Although I'm skeptical it was actually hit by a car, because it was actually in a section where there's construction, and they turned the road into a one-lane road, and pedestrians and bicyclists and cars all have to share that one little lane. So basically the cars have to stop and basically make sure nobody else is trying to get through. So there are no cars able to move quickly through that section. So I'm kind of wondering what got that squirrel. It looked like it was intact. It was just dead on the it looked like it crawled over to the edge of the street to die, basically. Okay, Scruffy's done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.